What up? What up, my guys? Welcome to another show, man. NBA Talk with Jay. It's Wednesday. Just enjoying a little laugh here with my guy Skee, man, before the show here, man. It's always good seeing my brother here, even if it's virtual. Can't wait to get out there with to Vegas with you. My brother here, Skee Prophet. How you doing, my brother? Everything cool with you?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Past couple of days, I've been getting beat around in the NBA, so I got to pick that up. The weekend was good, but haven't been that good the past couple of days. So I like a lot of stuff on this big slate that we have. As we're getting closer to All-Star break, and let's see if we can talk out some winners. I got a lot of
Yes.
plays I like.
Oh, okay. Going Ski Profit shoot or shoot type of day in this one, guys. It's February 15th. Hope everybody had a good day. See what I'm saying, man? But it's all business here on the show. We got a lot of games to talk about. We're going to try to get through it in about 30 minutes, man. First game up. We heading to the streets of Philly here, guys. We got the 76ers getting a point at the house versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Starting to go up to a point and a half. I'm starting to wonder, Ski, does somebody know something in this one? This one was open up at 2.5 last night. I believe it was still 2.5 this morning as well. Then start trickling down 1.5. Now the line has flipped to the Cavs in this one. We know if last few days before All-Star break, maybe some of these questionable guys might just choose to get extra rest in this one. Simply put, do you think Embiid will play in this game, Ski?
You can't be certain. I mean, you could just rest up. He's been game time decision and he's been going out there, but I'm not gonna put it past anybody. I'm gonna let you know right now, Jay. I said I like a lot of stuff, and I know you look mostly at sides. Today it's gonna be you breaking down the sides and me looking at the totals and the props. So
Let's
we'll
do
get the
it.
whole game as a collective.
Let's go.
So for the Cavs and the Sixers, I like the under in this game. If you look at the last two times they played, they didn't even touch 200 points, or maybe they got to 200 points in one of them. Last 5 game stats for both of these teams, they're third slowest and second slowest pace-wise, and both top 10 defensive rated teams. So just looking at all that and looking at what they've been doing the last 2 weeks, they combined to average 215 points per game. So I just think it was a little bit too high. I went under the 217 points in this one.
Yeah, I couldn't talk you off, man. Defensive type of game. The last time these two faced off, the Cavs did win 113-85. It was back on November 30th. So they held the 76ers to 85 points. We know with Mobley and Jared Allen down there, they can really stop with what the 76ers like to do. That's get to the rim, and that's passing the ball to Joel Embiid in the post down there, man. So the Cavs, man, they've won 7 straight games. They've covered 6 out of those last 7 as well. So 6-1 against the spread last 7. I'll be honest, I agree with this line move coming to the Cavs, man. I really want to do a night show last night, man, but I wasn't doing a night show on Valentine's Day, man. It wasn't finna happen, man. But I did lean the Cavs here. But one thing, I know I'm not betting this game. What is holding me off here with the Sixers, the fact that they did get almost blown out by 30 points in the last game. So it is a revenge spot for the Sixers. They do play a lot better at the house, and I must say, I love this Cavs team. I follow them really closely. Where they are susceptible, that is on the road. In this one, even versus a bad team, I've seen Cavs somewhat come out flat on the road. So this team is hot right now. I'm not betting against the Cavs, but I must say, if they were to drop one versus 76ers in the revenge spot, it would probably be in this spot. Obviously, you have to know if Embiid is playing, though, if you're betting the Sixers in this one. Just makes me kind of worry with this line flipping that heavily to the Cavs. Is it just money coming in on them, or does someone know that Embiid is likely not going to play in this one, my guy? So maybe we have to check to see what's up with some shoot around stuff like that. I'd like to lean Cavs, but obviously I'd like to have the plus 2.5. The revenge for the 76ers hold me off. I must say, Ski, that under is a damn good play. Two great defensive teams, two teams that's not going to run and gun up and down the floor, methodical with their offense. The under should hit in this one, Ski. I like the look, my brother. I like the look in that one. Anything else on this one before we get to the next game?
Let's do it. Let's keep going.
Let's get to it, man. It's rapid fire here on the show. It's all business here. Let's go to the streets of Indiana here, guys. We got the Pacers laying 2.5 points at the house versus the Bulls in this one, Ski. How are we looking at this? I know I'm looking at them pace in this one, my guy.
Well, I'm looking at the total to start here. If I look at what they've been doing the last 2 weeks, well, the Bulls, they're 7-1 to the under. Both teams the last 2 weeks, they're combining to average 219.3. If you look at the home road splits for both of these teams the last 2 weeks, they're combined 7-1 to the under, with those games combining to average 212. So I'm pretty sure I see the number down there, 231. That is where I took it at. I went under. Obviously, with those numbers, you can guess they're both bottom 10 offensive rated teams the last 5 games, and the Bulls have been playing some defense. They're the second best defensive rated team. So I like that. It's went under both meetings so far this season. As long as both teams have had rest this season, they're both 28 and 19 to the under, not combined, separate. They're both 28 and 19. So I just think the offense has been poor. You're missing DeRozan, who's about 25, 26 points per game. I think this all lines up for less points in this game. I do want Miles Turner to be rolled in because you want some kind of rim protection, but I'm on the under 231 for this one.
Yeah, I couldn't talk you off. Yeah, and hopefully, I do think that Turner should play in this one, in my opinion, man. But man, I mean, I like the Pacers in this one, guys. I think this line is all over the Pacers. Now, first off, let me start this. They already beat the Bulls without Halliburton. I don't know how the hell they did, but if you can beat the Bulls without Halliburton, I definitely think you can get off a 5-game losing streak at the house with Halliburton. And DeRozan played in that last game as well. Now they don't have DeRozan. Maybe the Pacers just run too fast a pace for the Bulls, man. You talked about it. Bulls have been playing some defense, but guess what? They're dead last in offense in the last 5 games, and I don't think you'll have enough offense to keep up with the Pacers here. Now, the Pacers don't play a ton of defense here, but it's kind of like conflicting styles, right? Bulls have been playing great offense, but they've been playing great defense. So this is one where I don't think the defense will matter. The new age NBA, you have to score points, and that's not what the Bulls are doing right now. I like the Pacers in this one. They're favored here. They're favored at the house by 2.5. They're 7-3 straight up at the house as a home favorite, my guys. So give me the Pacers in this one. I know it's an ugly ass play. Both teams somewhat being on the losing streak, but this Bull team they basically have no confidence right now. They have inner turmoil going on in the locker room, and at least for the Pacers, they have been losing games, can't really close them out. But at least they're hungry. At least they like their coach, listen to their coach, things like that. At least they like each other. So this is a closer knit type of group, in my opinion. Give me the Pacers here, minus the 2.5 in this one, my guys. Fading the Bulls, rocking with the Pacers in this one, and could possibly be a look-ahead spot as well. Bulls do have the Bucks on deck tomorrow, guys. Give me the pace to close out this one, close out at the house with a win right before All-Star break, guys. Let's head over here to the streets of Charlotte here, guys. We got the Hornets laying 7 points at the house versus the Spurs in this one, Skee. What we doing? Rocking with the over in this one?
Hey, you know what's funny, Jay? I can tell the games that you really like and the games you don't even want to really care about. You like, it's 2 bum fights right here. Let me just go ahead and get it over with. Let's pass it to Skee.
Man, I actually do. I'll be honest, I do like some in this, but I like some here, but I can't bet it, bro.
Okay. I got something I could bet. I'm going to go PJ Washington over 1.5 3-pointers. He's hit it 20 of the last 27 games. Averaging 2.3 3-point makes on about 6 attempts. So I like that. He's shooting 34% on the season. That's pretty much, if he's shooting 6 attempts, he only got to make 2, which is 33%. So I like that versus Spurs defense, who's the worst defending the 3 so far this season. So that's my one bet for this game. PJ Washington over 1.5 3-pointers made.
I got an interesting story about this. PJ Washington went on IG Live last night with some girl, whatever. PJ Washington at the pool and shit. He looked like he ready for vacation. To be honest with you. I put, look, bro. I typed in the comments. I said, bro. I said, tank tomorrow's game to the Spurs. He saw the comment. He mentioned it as well on his IG Live. He said, tank to the Spurs. He said, tank tomorrow's game to the Spurs. You sound stupid. He literally saw the comment and he commented on as well. He probably knows what the script is for this game, man. This is something I've done before early in the season, man. You have 2 tanking teams here. Now, I'm not betting this game. I'll tell you straight up. You have 2 tanking teams. Now, first off, Hornets can't be laying 7 points to anybody. I feel like Teddy right here, Skee. The Hornets can't be laying. They can't be laying points, bro. I'm sorry. They laying 7 points. Get the fuck out of here, man. The Spurs are ass, but they have lost 12 straight games. They're not going to lose forever, man. I wouldn't be surprised if the Hornets tank this game away to the Spurs on purpose. When you have a team that they're only setting apart by 2 wins, what are the Hornets should do here? They should lose the game and allow the Spurs to get a game closer to them. That way that they're like letting them catch up in the tanking race, if that makes sense. Sounds crazy as hell, but you got to. They're trying to have the most losses as possible and the least amount of wins. So that means you want a loss here, you want to add a win to the Spurs record. I wouldn't be surprised if the Spurs won this game, man. If I am betting it, I'm taking Spurs plus the 7. This game should fly over. It should be 260 points scored in this game, man. But I couldn't talk you off that PJ Washington threes look, Skee. But just know he was at the pool. He trying to invite the girl over last night. We know these sorry teams, they're ready for vacation, man. But the Hornets are coming off a win. they are coming off a win. So the Spurs had lost 12 straight. I'm just saying, man, if I'm betting this game, I think the Spurs cast the +7. I wouldn't be surprised if they won the game, man. So that's just my breakdown on it. I just got a crazy feeling about this, that the Hornets do not, that's the script. They do not want to win this game. There's no way in hell I'd lay 7 points with the Hornets tonight in this one, guys. I feel like Teddy, the Hornets cannot be laying. Simple, Skee, simple. Spurs +7. They're getting the cash in that one, guys. Let's go over here to the streets of Brooklyn here, man. We got the Nets laying a point at the house versus the Miami Heat in this one, Skee. Really tough game for me. I know money came in on the under. It was at 217. It's all the way down to 211.5 here. I really don't know what to do with this Nets team with the new players. They got a ton of wings, Skee. They wing stop over there. Nets are wing stop over there. Buffalo Wild Wings, you see what I'm saying? But they still don't have paint protection or any centers, my guy. What do you think about this
one? Yeah, I'm mad I missed out on the under, really. This is one of the games I don't really have action on. I just thought they played really slow. Neither offense has been really good. The new look Nets seem like more of a defensive team more than offense. So I lean under, but it's already gotten away from you. I want to think the Nets can get the job done against the spread, but I'm going to leave that to you, Jay. I'll go Bam over his 10.5 rebounds. You're going up against the worst rebounding team in the league. And versus the bottom 10 rebounding teams, I think he's averaging about 11.6. And last 5 games versus the Nets, they've been, allowing a lot of rebounds. I think the leading rebounder is averaging above 13. So Bam over 10.5 rebounds is my play for this game.
I couldn't talk. Yeah, I was just when I said that they don't have any like really paint protection, because Claxton was doing really well for a while. But now he started to drop down in production. You know what? I'd foul Claxton's ass every time. Man, you got to go make 2 free throws to beat me. Now I'm fouling him. Hack a Claxton. Yeah, but yeah, Bam should go off. What I've noticed, Bam has really been working on his shot. The mid-range jumpers are hitting at a high rate. Man, Bam is going crazy with that free throw line extended mid-range shot. It seems like he's switching them every single time. I like seeing guys working on things in the offseason, man, because it doesn't really happen with these millionaires anymore. But I think Bam actually might go crazy in this game, Skee. It could be a points and rebounds game for like, what is his rebounds at again, Skee?
10.5.
10.5. So I wonder what double is for Bam, because I think that's free money, bro. I think that's free money. Like, I'm sorry. Bam double is cashing. You see what I'm saying? that rebounds cashing and the double is cashing, guys. If y'all can in the chat, look and see what Bam double is, guys. I'm going to have to sprinkle on some of that. But as far as who wins, in theory, the Heat have a squad. They can win this game. They are without Tyler Hero. I don't like that. But the Nets, they're so hard to figure out. Like I said, they have wings for days. But when it comes to interior defense and paint protection, and they don't have a big coming off the bench as well. You having to run Dorian Finney-Smith at the center, guys. He's a power forward / small forward at best. You can't run Watanabe because he's a little too soft in the center. They don't have any backup center, but the Heat really don't either after they traded away Deadman, guys. So really tough game for me, but Bam double is cashing in this one, guys. Say over here to the streets of Boston here, guys. They're saying that the injury report just came out. So Boston is up to 11 now, man. And so, guys, how do you expect this shit, man? Like, so Celtics should smoke them. They said Tatum was going to be out for the next few days. Damn, but Bam double -180. Fuck, but it's still going to cash, though. But what you think about this game? Going to the streets of Boston. Looks like Tatum is going to play after they ruled him out for the next couple games. I do have a little bit of inside info on this game, Skee.
Hey, I'm going to be real. I threw this game out only because out of all the games, Boston's the only team on the back-to-back. I couldn't really do my same handicap that I was doing for the other games. You asked me off the air. People know I like to party, but I can't party when I'm losing. I didn't go out and party last night. I was up all night capping from about like 10:30, 11, all the way till probably 5 o'clock in the morning. And then I took a nap, and the line still wasn't, I couldn't do no work on this game. So I don't want to tell you guys anything. I have plays on the rest of the games, but I'm passing here.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. I'll be honest. I wouldn't bet this game. I know it's super hard to bet against the Celtics, guys, but I don't like this spot. Marcus Smart is coming back in this one. Tatum was supposed to be out, but now he's in. I actually don't. Personally, though, I think the Pistons could be scrappy in this game. I don't like the road home back-to-back for the Celtics. This is the last game before All-Star break as well, which these guys, and that's all the more reason why I feel like they should have rested Tatum, because he's going to be active during the All-Star game, right? He's been playing a ton of minutes, but that's just the way. I think this is going to come back and bite like the Celtics, guys. I think Missoula running these guys into the dirt is going to come back to bite them. You should be trying to rest your guys. They know what it takes to get to the finals, right? You know what it takes to get to the finals. You're supposed to be – now, I hate the load management, Skee, but when you're coming off a finals run and you're trying to get back there, and the way that they're playing Tatum, these heavy minutes, you see them taped up, shoulder, thumb, everything, man. They were supposed to give him the day off. He's going to play, but Derek White did stay behind in Milwaukee with an ear. Something happened with his ear, guys, so he didn't even fly back with the team. Don't be surprised if Derek White doesn't play in this game. Horford didn't play yesterday. He's probably going to play today. They're probably going to rest Robert Williams in this one. So a ton of things going on in this one. Obviously, you can't bet against the Celtics, but personally, I wouldn't bet against this game. It's a really tough game, in my opinion, this one, guys. Yeah, even if White does play, he's probably flying in like super late, guys. I don't like this game. I'll be honest. Let's go to the next one, Skee. Let's go over here to the streets of Atlanta here, guys. We got the Hawks land 3 points at the house versus the Knicks in this one, Skee. Really tough one for me. Do you like anything here?
Yeah, I do. Hawks versus Knicks. You know what time it is. They're gonna show up and play. We're gonna go with the villain over the 10.5 assists. He's hit that 8 of his last 10 games. And really, I think I talked about it with you a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, but people were just saying he's not passing. He's like, here, man, take the ball. He show you he could dish it. So he's been getting like 13, 14. He had 17 the other day. I think 10.5 is not a tough ask. They did raise it from the 9.5 that we've been betting, but I'm on it again tonight.
Yeah, I couldn't talk you off, man. It's a super tough game for me, guys. It's just a super tough. I can really see it going either way. I don't know what to do with the Hawks right now, man. This team is so all over the place. They kind of like the Blazers over here, man. They're almost exactly like the Blazers. Can score offense with the best of them. They have no interest in playing defense. I can't stand him. It's really hard to bet on a team like that as well, because what have we seen from the Hawks? They'll be up 10 points in the fourth quarter, coasting to an easy win. Before you know it, it's a 3-point game, and now you're sweating bullets, man. I'm off this Hawks team right now. They're coming off a bad game where they just lost to the Hornets as well, a game where they know for a fact that they shouldn't have lost a game. The Knicks are somewhere getting hot. They're somewhat due for a letdown here. They had lost 9 straight games versus the Nets. They put everything into winning that game versus the Nets. Now they travel here on the road. It's just a super tough game for me here. Hawks did beat them earlier this year, January 20th, 139-124. Hawks don't play enough defense for me to play in this game, guys. So it's a super tough one for me. Hawks, I feel exactly like the Blazers, mediocre type of team, can score with the best of them. They don't have any interest in playing defense here, Skee. Let's go over here to the streets of Memphis here, guys. We got the Grizzlies laying 10 points at the house versus the Utah Jazz. This one was 7.5 last night. Now marketing got downgraded to questionable in this one, Skee. You know how they do it. They moved the line up 2 points just on a guy being questionable, man. They never used to do this shit, Skee, but it's all good, man. What you think about this one?
Yeah, that's pretty annoying, and that's what you got to deal with. Like I said earlier, I'm over here handicapping the games all night, and then do my work, put my bets in, wake up, guys is ruled out or questionable. It's really annoying. But I'll just tell you, I played the first quarter over 58.5. The Jazz, the last 5 games, the first quarter, they've all went over. Those first quarters are averaging 61.8. And Memphis, let me see, in the first quarter at home, I think they're averaging a little bit above 58 points per game. Like I said, I don't love marketing out because he's a big part of their offense, but the Jazz are not playing any defense, and both teams, I think, are going to play up tempo here. So just rocking with the stats. Hearing that news, I probably would wait to bet this now, but it's already in my pocket. First quarter over.
Yeah, I couldn't talk you off. In that. Yeah, marketing definitely will hurt them. But like I said, I think the Jazz get crushed in this game, man. Especially if marketing's out. They probably starting to get ready. They probably know that they're going to lose this game. Probably starting to get ready for All-Star break, man. Last game of a 4-game road trip as well. So with 4th game in 6 nights, all on the road here for the Jazz, they will likely get smashed in this game. I'm not taking the ass into the line. I did like the -7. I can't say that I don't like the -10, but I'm not taking this one, losing 3 points of value, especially giving out official as well. So that's what I'll leave you with. I think the Grizzlies cover the trifecta spot in this one. I think they come out here first quarter, first half, full game, and smack these Jazz in this one. And this is also, I believe, the 4th and last meeting so far this year. I don't know for sure, but I think most of these teams play like 4 meetings in the year, whatever. Jazz won the first 2 in Utah. Memphis won the most previous one, 123-118. They didn't cover the spread, but so the Jazz are 3-0 against the spread this year versus the Grizzlies team. But obviously, this is a the Jazz were playing really hot early in the year. A lot of people were disrespecting them. Now we know what the Jazz are, and they've traded away 3 huge pieces as well. The Jazz will start to get their ass smashed in the second half of the season. I think it starts tonight. I think the Grizzlies come out here early and often, cast the trifecta spot on these Jazz, smash the Jazz ass in this one, man. The Jazz are ass. Grizzlies trifecta spot. We'll cash in this one. Let's see. Let's go over here to the next game here, Skee. What we got? Rockets, Thunder here. Yeah, Rockets, Thunder here, Skee.
What up, Chris Tucker?
What you mean?
No, I'm just shouting out Chris Tucker. Yeah.
Okay, what up, my guy? But yeah, we know probably ain't the real. Is that your guy, or you saying like it's? Like
I think it's. I met a Chris Tucker in Vegas over here at the shop. So if it's him, I'm saying what's up.
What up, Chris? My guy, man. Rush hour. You see what I'm saying? But we're going to the streets of OKC here, man. We got the Thunder laying 10 points at the house versus the Rockets here. Skee, what we doing?
I like the over. Really, it's just neither one of these teams play any defense. How many times we talk about Silas begging his team, and they still don't do it. Last 2 weeks, they're combined 9-4 to the over. Those games averaging about 241.7. So I'm just rocking with that. You look at the combined home and road splits. What do I have here? 33 and 23 to the over. So it's just really, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of deal. I know OKC shot poor last game, and it wasn't high scoring. I think it was 103 to 100. But I think they get back to it today, playing that up-tempo basketball. They're number 1 offensive rated team in the last 5 games, and both teams bottom 5 on the defense. So that means over for me.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Definitely couldn't talk you off in that. And good comment by my guy Richie in the chat. This is why it's so unfair when they move the line up, guys. Sometimes it can really be manipulation. Just because they list the guy questionable doesn't mean he's actually out. So that's a great point by our guy Richie in the chat. That's more reason why I hate the fact that they moved the line. It's all the more manipulation. Knowing jam rock kicks like Grizz wire to wire, definitely couldn't talk you off that shit. Marketing can play, and they still getting smashed. But yeah, this game, man, I kind of found out some info right before the game. The fact that Jabari Smith Jr. was supposed to get traded. He was supposed to get drafted by the Oklahoma City Thunder. They basically told him that we're going to take you at number 2 for sure. And then they took Holmgren, guys. I just literally found that out this morning. But if you look at the games, Jabari Smith Jr. hadn't really went bunkers versus this OKC team. But I know Skee told me that his rebounds is at 7.5. I do think he'll go over his rebounds. I want to take points as well. I think one of these games, Jabari Smith Jr. going to try to go bunkers versus this team, but we just hadn't seen it. But that's what, like me reading that this morning, I'm saying Jabari Smith Jr. should have a chip on his shoulder every time he goes to face OKC. So I'd like the rebounds a little bit better with boards. Obviously, they don't have a ton of length over there for the Rockets, nor for the Thunder as well. But I think his rebounds should get there, Skee. Maybe points and rebounds well.
I was gonna say maybe the double-double. I know he got to get 10. His rebound prop is only 7.5, but you might get some nice plus money if you think you could do it.
That's a fact right there. That's a fact, bro. I kind of like that, man. I might be sprinkling on some props here. I just play the 7.5. That way, if he just get 8 or 9, you ain't be pissed off because you're gonna be hot, boy. Damn, it was that 7.5, man. Fuck. Nah, yeah, Jabari Smith over rebounds. I like that one. I still think he can get there with points and rebounds as well. At least their last time facing up against the Thunder, he should have a better game in this one. I'm not laying 10 with the Thunder. What are we doing here? I know they smashed them the last time, but I'm not laying 10 with the Thunder. I'm definitely not betting the Rockets. I'd look for some props in those, guys. A couple more games here. We're going to the streets of Denver here. We got the Denver Nuggets laying 4.5 points at the house versus the Dallas Mavs in this one, Skee. This line was at 7 yesterday. What you think? You think Aaron Gordon may not play? We know that Murray's probably not playing, but maybe there's a chance that Aaron Gordon isn't playing as well with this line coming down 2.5 points. Well, we knowing everybody's going to want to take the Nuggets here.
Yeah, I don't think Aaron Gordon is going to play. I did look into it, but I'm forgetting exactly what his injury was. But when I was reading about ribs. Ribs. Yeah, he's not going to play. I feel like you take it easy. Go ahead. We'll see you after the break. Murray, I wouldn't be surprised if he sits out either, and it would hurt my play if he does in this game. But still, I just see a Nuggets team who, Joker is going to make the offense be efficient. They've been playing faster lately. They're top 10 in pace. And the Mavs, with the addition of Kyrie, they playing faster too, and they moving the ball a little bit more. So I think it all lines up to play over in this game. They're combined 10-4 to the over the last 2 weeks, averaging about 234 points. And if you look at the home road splits, it gets a little bit better. 8-1 combined to the over, averaging about 240.3. So I got in at about 233. I think it's playable to about 237. So up and over for me.
Man, this could be a desperate type of game for the Mavs here, guys. I'll be honest. I lean Mavs. I definitely was thinking that 7 was too high. This shit might be starting to head down to 4 as well, guys. So like I say, I think this could be a Mavs type of game. Luka and Kyrie still trying to figure it out, but people don't know how good the market doesn't even know how good the Mavs can be with Kyrie and Luka just yet, guys. I think they're super slow to catching up. This could be a winnable game versus the Mavs. They know what's in front of them. They know that the Nuggets are the number 1 team to beat in the Western Conference as well. Nuggets have a nice little comfortable lead as well. Like our guy Dante in the chat is saying, 5 games up on the West, man, before All-Star break, which they're going to be involved in as well. I don't like the spot for the Nuggets here. It is first game coming home off a little 3-game road trip as well. I just know the Mavs are really desperate. They're really hungry right now. They're really trying to make a push into the playoffs, and they're really excited about getting Kyrie over there as well. Coming off a loss, but you saw they were never out of that game. I mean, they were out of the game, but what did it happen? Kyrie, 26 points in the fourth quarter. Kyrie is that guy. He can bring the team back in the fourth quarter. All he needs is Luka to just pass on the ball. Luka's not totally in shape right now. I want to lean Mavs here, guys. Obviously, lost a lot of the value, unfortunately, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Mavs won this game, man. Last game up.
I like what I was hearing from Kyrie in a post game conference. It seemed like he, maybe do want to be there, and he definitely is a winner and don't like losing. So I like what I was hearing from him.
At least for now, it's a new beginning. And so a fresh start is always going to be good for anybody's mental health. You just hope it doesn't go downhill from there. We know how he is. But if things work out, they will sign him to a max extension if he's coinciding with Luka pretty good. So like I say, it's kind of like they're in the honeymoon phase right now, right? So everything is all good until something happens. So hopefully nothing happens and he can stay happy over there in Dallas. And him and Luka together, that'd be scary if they figure that shit out, man. That's the only thing I'll say. But last game up, we're going to the streets of LA here. Our guy Skee's team, Lakers, laying 4 points. Skee, I'm so pissed at your team. I don't know how the hell they didn't beat the Blazers over there, but everybody wanted Westbrook going. They're 1-5 straight up without Westbrook this season, Skee. Maybe they should have kept him over there, but what you think happened in this one, Skee? You think LeBron played? Think they try to give him extra rest? What's happening in this one? Can the Lakers even get the win? Is AD soft? Is AD made of glass?
All right, a lot of things, a lot of questions right there. So first, the Westbrook record, I would say, they don't have a winning record in general at all. And number two, it was probably a game where when Westbrook was out, LeBron was probably also out, and Lakers didn't have anybody. Maybe even AD was out. So I don't put too much into that. They played, 2 games since the trade. They won 1, they lost 1. I think they'll be all right. Now, about AD, I'm fine. They're just not playing through him, but he's doing other things. He's playing a little bit better defense than he was on the past 2 games than he was before that, and he's been rebounding like crazy. So I like all of that. I don't have any problem with what I've been seeing from AD, and he's not getting no foul calls. It was not this last game, but the game before that, he's taking it to the hoop and getting hacked every single time. The game they won and not getting no calls. So I like what I've been seeing from AD lately. In this game, I want to know if LeBron's playing for one, because that's going to tell me that they really, really want this win. I know they need this win, but if LeBron's going to show up for the one game before the All-Star break and not even just, take the full break, I think that tells me that this Lakers team is hungry and I'll be involved. At the same time, I know every time Brandon Ingram sees this Lakers team, he takes it serious and he usually has a good game. So the way I chose to play it for now, I went with 2 props. I went Brandon Ingram. I got over 24.5 points. He's had 25 plus his last 5 games. He's had 26 plus 4 of his last 5 versus the Lakers. And just looking at what in 10 games versus the Lakers, he's averaging 25.9. So he just got to get to what he's averaging versus his team. And I think he'll do that here tonight. And then on the Lakers side, I have to go with AD over his 11.5 rebounds. I like it. Even if LeBron is in, I love it if LeBron is out, just because I feel like LeBron comes in and sneaks in and takes away some of his rebounds. But it's also Anthony Davis' old team. He's had 12 plus rebounds, 5 of the 6 games he's played versus them, as long as he's played 34 plus minutes. So that just means that it wasn't a blowout. There was one game where the Pelicans blew the Lakers out, one game where the Lakers blew the Pelicans out, and he did not get to his rebounds. If you're looking at so far this season, he's averaging, I think, 12.4 rebounds, and he's had 14 plus rebounds 5 of his last 6 games. So AD over 11 and a half at even money seems like a steal. And I also like Ingram too. If LeBron's rolled in, I'll be on the Lakers as well.
Yeah, couldn't talk you off, man. Yeah, hopefully AD doesn't lead the game at halftime, man, with an injury, my guy. But something happening in that Nuggets game, guys. They just dropped down to 4 at Circa, the sharpest books. Then it was 3.5 at Caesars. Now it's went back up. Now it's went back up to 4.5, but 4 is popping up. I'm not sure what the hell is happening with that game. Some guys in the chat saying Kyrie popped up on the injury report. Maybe no manipulation, but yeah, this Lakers, I don't care about this game whatsoever. Lakers should win it. Don't count those Pelicans out though, guys. Remember, they went on a 10-game losing streak. They won 3 straight at the house, lost it, then they lost versus the Cavs, but that was just the Cavs being so damn good. Went in there and smacked up OKC, even without CJ McCollum. CJ is likely to probably coming back versus this game, guys. Super tough game. I still think the Pelicans are buy on. They have the much better defense in this game, in my opinion, across the board. Ton of lengthy defenders over there for the Pelicans, and I don't know who's going to stop Ingram on the Lakers. Maybe try to put Vanderbilt on them, but this Lakers team has a good team. But remember, 3 huge players coming to the team. It is going to take them some time to get used to each other. I'm sorry, there's no way in hell they should have lost that game versus the Portland Trail Blazers.
Man, the Blazers just couldn't miss, bro. They was throwing up shit. They was just going in.
Skee, you're supposed to drive into the paint every fucking time.
They was playing zone. It was playing zone.
Pass it to AD down on the block. Do a little more. He doesn't want to play in the post, bro. AD is a 7-foot point guard. This guy is fucking soft as hell. He should have had 50 points versus
he should have. But listen, he did the last time they played, but they wasn't playing that punk ass zone from the tip. Like they're not professional NBA players. And then again, this is a team that has all these new players. They don't have the chemistry yet. Darvin Ham is not running sets. If you're not running shit and don't have chemistry, it's gonna be a little bit harder to beat the zone. That's all I'm saying.
That's a fact. But all I'm saying is, bro, clear basketball, Skee, pass it to AD, even on the zone.
I'm with you.
Get your ass on the block, do a few moves. All he got to do is turn over, learn the sky hook or something, man. Come on, bro. AD been in a long.
Yeah, they had Eubanks over there looking too good. I'm with you.
He been in the league too long. You get paid too much money. I just feel like AD he don't even want to play basketball sometimes, bro. But that's enough.
He do look like that sometimes.
They should win this one. They should win, Skee. But I'm still pissed from that Blazers game.
What you think about what Pat Bev said? He said the issue with the Lakers wasn't nothing about the personnel. It was behind the scenes shit going on.
Yeah, I think it's I'll tell you what I think it is, Skee. I think they're pissed off at LeBron acting like a little brat all the time. Whenever he doesn't get what he wants, he start doing interviews, all this shit. I know they're asking him questions, but he knows what questions going to be asked before the interview, guys. You got to understand this. So I think what Pat Bev is talking about, the inner turmoil, skirmishes, they don't like LeBron's style sometimes, man. He pick and chooses when he wants to play. He hadn't played since he broke the record. See what I'm saying? So I know they talking about he was injured. Didn't look like he was injured while he's playing those games. So I really think they're starting to get tired of LeBron acting like a little brat over there. I'll be perfectly honest with you, Skee.
That sound right to me. Maybe that's why AD was over there pouting during LeBron's record game, right? Like, fuck this record.
Right. I got to listen a little bit more to Pat Bev's podcast, because now that he's not on the team, he's really going to probably spill a lot of the beans as well. And I could kind of tell that AD was getting fed up with LeBron. Pat Bev, for sure. We know Westbrook's been fed up with him, man. So, but I think Pat Bev, he's going to start to tell what's going on. But regards to that, man, there's no mess on the show. We all trying to cash here, man. We just trying to figure out what's going on with the Lakers, because I do think they're a team that the NBA wants to help.
Too.
Who? You don't like the coach? You don't like the coach?
His rotations stink, bro. And I don't know why he loved playing guard so much too. It's just it's not like he's the problem all of a sudden. He's been a problem since the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I was scratching my head when they hired him as a coach, but maybe it just got to remember though, Skee. This is why I don't feel bad for LeBron. He has a say-so in all the decisions that go on. So that's why I don't want to hear him bitching about anything. The players in there. You literally signed off on everybody to get traded over here for the past 3 years. You've signed off on everybody coming over there. You got something to do with all the decision making. You can't cry, bro. I'm sorry, bro, because it's on you. And I don't really hear that any accountability coming from LeBron. Ever. It's always somebody else. It's never his fault, bro. I don't respect it at all, my guy. He said the coach, he the one that got the coach to come. So guess what? If you don't like it, It's on you, my guy. You made that bed, you gotta lay in it, Skee. But not you, but you know what I'm saying. But let's get to some free picks here, Skee. Let the people know what you got going over at Wager Talk and the picks that you like for us today on the show.
Yeah, I don't have any package or anything up like that. I've made 10 plays so far today. I've shared all of them with you on the show. So if you've been listening, you heard the plays that I like and the ones that I played. So yeah, all my work is on Twitter, Skee Profit. You can find me at Wager Talk. And free plays for today. Let me just scroll down the list and see which ones I still feel strongest about. And we'll share a couple of those. I do like the PJ Washington over the 1.5 3-point makes. It's been too consistent not to play it. I do like Trae Young over his 10.5 assists. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think other than that, I will go with AD over his 11.5 rebounds. I think that's a really solid play. And we'll go Chicago and Indiana under just because if you want to know the reasons why, I said plenty of them on the show. So that's 4 picks right there. And hopefully we can take them to the window.
Yeah, well, let's get to the window and get some cash, guys. I just want to say one thing for the people that do just come here and watch back the show. You would probably miss out on a ton of info, guys. We can't recap all the info that we gave out. We broke down the games. I chop up the show as well, guys, so you can check out game by game. If you want some specific info on the game, you could go straight to that game. I was just saying for the people that like to come just to get the picks, there's a lot of info that you might miss throughout the show. For me, guys, only one thing that I've taken so far: Pacers -2.5. You can lay the money line as well if you didn't want to lay the points -140. The Pacers will win this game, in my opinion, guys. Other things that I have strong feels on but didn't bet. I can't bet that Spurs Hornets game, but I do think there's a high chance that the Hornets might lose that game on purpose. I'd be looking at Spurs +7. I'd be looking at Spurs first half and Spurs +7 in that one. I want to lean Cavs. Lost a lot of value there. One the under should probably even a better look in that Cavs versus Sixers game. I see a playoff style type of game in that one, guys. Grizzlies. I do think the Grizzlies will cash the trifecta in that game. Lost a lot of line value. It was at 7 last night, up to 10. But maybe check to see if Markkanen is actually out. They downgraded him to questionable. But if Markkanen is out, even if he plays, the Grizzlies will cash the trifecta. It's a horrible spot for the Jazz. 4th game in 6 nights. They're hosting the All-Star break at their arena. I don't like the spot for the Jazz. I think they get smoked in that game. And I think the Grizzlies team total goes over as well. Lean Mavs as well. Lost a lot of value in that one. That's about it for me, guys. So only thing I bet today, Pacers, little small play as well, guys. Nothing heavy for me today. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. We broke down every single game on the card, went over our top plays. It's us against the bookies. We will get some cash today. We will win on this Wednesday, guys. Shout out to my guy Skee for doing the show with me, man. I always love doing shows with my guy Skee. Y'all go follow him on Twitter at Skee Profit. You go follow him on Wager Talk as well, my guys. And you can follow me as well, man. Let's get this cash. I'm already at the beach. Let's fucking go, man. We out. We will win.